Hello, Commander.
Potentially see this be a huge switch, because of course all of POGFish's players have they've really remained the same. They've played the whole time, so they're at this point they're getting tired. They they're getting worn out.
Alright, anyways, so yeah, hi guys, my name is Ghost. We're gonna actually be your caster. Those guys talking, bunch of clowns. Nah. Yeah, I already brought it, as the casters brought it up before. It is tied up. It is such a tied up match that, and I do mean this in all literally, we are, it's technically 1-for-1, and now it's a best of one, as the team of FriskyFraggers and POGFish have tied twice. I mean, this is great because like it's great content. All you're getting is just identical gameplay, frankly. You got two evenly matched teams trying their best just to marginally win out. I mean, we are talking about like percentiles of a percentile to try and win this here. Linebacker again, linebacker spear. Something about linebacker. Do you think there's a trend? 3-2 split, 3 beach, 2 going for jungle here. Honestly, if they can get control of jungle, they'll have a great opportunity because obviously you're going to have people stacking up in line on the left side of the bridge because you don't want anyone sitting right there next to the bomb. We'll have to see though. Castle, it's in an interesting spot. I don't know how well that'll work. POGFish on attack, FriskyFraggers on defense. And yes, I did just find out that they had 2 words, apparently. Or 2 names. Anyways. Let's see where our defenders spawn. Oh, it's paused. Let's find out why it's paused.
But certainly, this is going to be an interesting game for sure. With how these teams work, having this all throw out of whack after they've gotten so used to it after the first 2 games, really going to be important. So
they didn't lose a player.
Here we have, of course, the castle on this map is also very, very strong. It's going to provide a lot of lines of sight onto bomb and a lot of lines of sight onto the other entrances. Of course, that's open to the red door. So we're really going to have to. They're really going to have to take the castle or contest it as they attack. In POGFish's case, we do see the teams are currently paused for technical difficulties, but they are getting their plans out. We do see that POGFish is seemingly planning to breach into the jungle or ruins red door. That's going to give them a lot of line of sight onto bomb and really challenge that bomb. There is a barbed wire there, of course, but of course with barbed wire on these rope bridges, you can just jump over them. They don't matter. Go around them. But you can't really barb those rope bridges whatsoever, and so it's almost futile to do so. But of course, that's really one of the few places that you can barb.
All right, so yeah, we're pretty much just kind of waiting around right now. Dang, vibing! Look at that big boy vibing. Yeah, some technical difficulties. Not the end of the world, but we're just kind of waiting. So, how is everybody today? How are you guys doing? Name's Ghost. Play video games a lot. Way too many video games. Frankly, it's probably an addiction. I don't have an addiction. You have a problem. It's not a problem. It's just it's a hobby. It's a passion. That's what this is. Yeah, we'll call it a passion. Don't notice the like 30,000 hours I've played. Just overall video games. So way too many video games. Anyways, so Thunderdome, Killdome. It's gonna be a 3-2 split. 2 jungle, 3 beach. I think the idea is they want to try and gain security. They want to open up and kind of split jungle, i.e. split the bomb away from the defenders. Try and force the defenders into castle. They push them into castle. There will be some like windows they'll have to be mindful of, but as long as they're kind of keeping an eye on, that little Cupid's heart for Tetra. As long as they're keeping tabs on where Who? Oof. Oof. As long as they're keeping tabs on what they wanted to do, I should be fine. I should be fine. Still waiting around. Let's throw it back to our caster team to see what kind of dynamic, wacky duo hijinks they're getting into as I continue to just throw Cheez-Its at my mouth.
I just want to say heart to POGFish. I love you guys. Dad, I'm disappointed.
All right. A lot of very important and informative stuff. Anyways, Legros, Mop, Igmar. So quite a bit of power here on this defender side. Execution immediately goes out, and we've got ourselves AP 25, AP 25, AP 25. So it's a full AP 25 stack. Some flashbangs, clackers on the team that is going to be pushing for the jungle side, which isn't too surprising. We did hear, I think the defenders probably heard the stompy stomps of Fishy as he made his way over to the jungle door. Snarms and Aisha going to be trying to get that door open. Legros goes big, but Legros doesn't catch anyone as Fishy kills off Coda, who is the replacement. Zen tried to get the mop pick off, but didn't catch anything. Our attacking team inside jungle just going nuts. Aisha's still alive, but Snarms does die after trading out. Ender falls over, and Zen's just kind of missing these op shots that he really needs to hit. There's only 2 defenders left. Zen's in the right position, but can he actually... Oh, hello, Foom. There's a guy still on jungle, and we got ourselves a 2v2 here. Zen in the best position he can be, but he really should have been catching a lot more of those picks. FriskyFraggers on defense. POGFish on the attack. Never mind. POGFish is dead. Zen finally gets a pick. Jesus. Fishy looked up and saw Zen. Zen saw Fishy. They looked at each other's. Fishy whispered in his ears, "Don't do it." And Zen left clicked. He left click and dropped the sucker. So, yeah, great defense for the first round. The new guy, I think it was Yoda, on the defender side. I mean, some good Legros mag dump. He definitely caught... He tried to catch, and he did damage quite a bit of the attacking push, but maybe a Molotov, maybe, I don't know, a combat shotty, something. I feel like maybe he should have kind of let them roll into beach. Some cheesy stuff that I love to do is whenever I see that they're pushing beach, hide somewhere. Hide somewhere in base. Sometimes just you hide in weird angles, you can find people, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter, though. They still got the win. They still have the mop, so no serious value lost. And shed push? No shed push? Maybe shed push? No shed push. Okay. They're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. Maybe having like a shed tellers or shed storeroom push would actually be pretty viable. Star Dagger here for the map. Curious to see what our defenders are planning to do here. You can notice now that we've gone almost 3 rounds into this game, the Wiggles, me when I lose 100 channel points on TGDD versus Neo. Anyways, bunch of like notifications for rotates. Nothing too crazy and serious. I think it's going to really come down to that storage defense. Obviously, it doesn't look like our attacking team has any desire to try and push from freezer, which would be kind of interesting because they could get power and go for the NVGs. Because I think that I don't remember if the next round is going to be factory. If it's not factory, then it's going to be kill house. If it is kill house, then they'd be wasting the opportunity for the NVGs. So I think based on this play, next map is going to be factory because obviously our gamer players are very much more aware of what is going on than I am. I'm just a silly brainless caster. And here we go. Okay, so Doodler is going to be hanging out in arcade just in case of the power push. We've got Chrome in tellers with a shotgun. Zen going to be sitting. Okay, they do not have any sort of power weapons in here. No auto shotty is going to be utilized. Only 1 barbed wire. Holy cow. Talk about limited use or limited utility. They do have a few mollies and they do have I think a smoke. Chrome has a smoke here from the last round. Okay, glass gets broke. Chrome sees it, so our defending team is going to rotate accordingly. Shed gets opened. Door gets prepped. Ender's in the right spot. There we go. Coda throws the molly, completely stops the push, buys some more time. Doodler's in the best position he can be. Fishy and Foom probably see Coda, and they kind of just start shooting through the fence just to see if they can get to work. Great Molotovs just to completely drain the time here of the attackers. Dad's inside storefront, but he's kind of... Oh, no, he is inside storefront. Whoa, okay, you click the trigger, and boom goes the dynamite. One man dies, another man dies. Coda needs to get some kills on the board, but he doesn't. Ender, Zen, and Coda fall over and die. Not a single attacker has died here. Doodler. Grenade goes out. Doesn't catch Chrome on the other side, so they have to be mindful of it. Okay, great smoke. They're going to push in. They find him, apparently, because they must have ran into him. And Doodler's the last man alive inside Tellers. They're going to start chasing for him. Oh, God, Fishy goes down. Does Dad get him? No. Okay, yes, Dad does trade with him. Okay, Dad picks up Doodler after murdering Fishy. And, wow, at the snap of a finger, the entire attacking team just bum rushed in there. I mean, it was coordinated, of course. You could see the flashes and the everything else being utilized. But, good God, that was a bit hairy here for the attackers, or for the defenders. They just... Thank goodness for, well, how did we lose? Oh, Dad murdered Aisha. I was about to ask how we lost Aisha, but yeah, that's a bit awkward. That's really not going to help the KD that much. I mean, I guess it still improves it because, you know, you're still up one, but it's not the best because now you're going to be labeled as that guy, you know? All right, attackers take the first one on the board. This is gonna be a messy game, boys and girls. Buckle up, it's intense. Don't go outside or you're gonna have a bad time. All right, so it is gonna be Kill House. So they didn't go for power. Well, they didn't go for power either of the rounds and did not get to utilize the NVGs. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, well, we might be seeing a wall breach. No, Fishy thought about maybe going for Pillbox. Pillbox is an interesting option. This is the secured donut. You love to see it. Bomb obviously in a very interesting spot as the attackers could very easily split push from reception and lockers to try and get themselves in. A great grenade such as that will pretty much clear out everyone on the eastern side of club. Excuse me. And, well, it looks like our defensive team is going to be sitting in the far southern side of Kill House here, excuse me. And we might see a repeat of the last time that Frisky did this, where they kind of just sat on site, waited for the attackers to come in, and then just amoeba'd them and completely envelop and consume them. I see either a 2, an S, or a 5 here on the attacker side. Aisha says, no, we're going to split push. We're a split pushing community. And, well, let's see. So we got a lot of movement. So I'm seeing some snake eyes coming from reception into club and lockers into office. So there's the split push. However, they need to clear out Pillbox because obviously you can sit 1 or 2 guys in there and pretty much just have a grand old time if you do it right. Let's see where our defensive team stacks up. You've got yourself Coda and Ender hanging around the northeastern side of lockers. You have Doodler sitting in office, and you have Chrome with the auto shotty, very key point out there, and Zen in club. Actually, it looks like Chrome has rotated into office to kind of keep an eye on that door down there. Attackers start to roll out. We've got a Black Tar, a few defensive weapons, and the AP-25 on our attacking team. Anything critical? We do have a singular grenade, maybe just to clear out Pillbox once they are able to get into the door. Zen starts to mag dump reception. He knows Fishy is there. Fishy peeks, doesn't see him, and he gets... no, I don't think Fishy knows where he is. You see how he kind of looked around like that? I don't think he was aware of it. All right, grenade or door gets breached. Defenders immediately turn to it. And, well, here we go. It's going to be a 5-man stack into lockers, and POGFish are going to need to make the power plays as there's an auto shotty sitting in kitchen, and that man will rotate. Fishy's in. The rest of the team comes in, but Ender gets doesn't get traded off. Oh, God, it's another collapse. Here comes the auto shotty. He's going to start rolling. He's going to start rumbling. He's going to start bumbling. And they are inside pillbox. Auto shotty gets 2. Easy. Does he get the 3rd? He does. Chrome goes hot. Holy mama. Get the camera. Oh, baby, a triple. And somehow, even when Chrome goes hot, hotter than fire, there's still 2 attackers left. All that's left is Zen with the Igmar. 54 seconds left. Oh, the man went so hot. He got so far, but it doesn't matter because all that's left is Zen. Their new trade coda so far has just been getting caught out at just the worst opportunities. Feel like the man needs to go play some point and clickers just to get himself warmed up before he goes in. Barbed wire clears out. Zen's going to know it's a right side push. Great flashes. Molotov gets on. He can't touch it just yet. Dad's going to be in an awkward spot. Dad knows. Zen gets him, though. It doesn't matter. 25 seconds left. Can Zen clutch it for his team? And it's going to be a gun show, but Foom's going to come out on top as Zen. He was able to hold off 1, but he wasn't able... Oh, hello. He wasn't able to hold off 2. Does Foom run back to get the auto shotty? He's on his way back. 17 seconds. We're going to have to see if he grabs it. He's shopping. He's going to get the Molotov. Doesn't want the Molotov. Okay. Just decides to yeet it. Oh, we're going to be switching on this round. Sorry, I get so invested in these rounds, I kind of forget that they got to rotate. Foom's going to just start throwing a bunch of Molotov stuff. Might pick up the auto if he wants to, but Foom clutches it for his team. Well done. Well done. Dang, that's got to be heartbreaking. Chrome went so hot, and it didn't even matter. I mean, it was with the auto shotty, but like still, that's the auto shotty's job is to like get those big picks, and he did. He definitely got as much value as you could have in that situation, and even with that, the POGFish was still able to just pog it out and bring it back. But linebacker spear, Thunderdome, POGFish on defense, FriskyFraggers on attack. The teams have switched. The bread has been broken. Looks like not a whole lot. No. Teams are just kind of reeling. There's a little bit of barbed wire. We got the 3 on beach, so it's going to be 2 on jungle. And let's see what the name of the game is. We are going to have a breach here, so nothing too wild and crazy. Both teams seem to have kind of settled down. You can see that there's not nearly as much hype, not nearly as much drawings coming out here as the defensive team is just kind of defensive team's just kind of vibing. Attackers still kind of drawing and squiggling a little bit, which we appreciate. You love to see it, but yeah, it looks like they're really. Is FriskyFraggers going to go for another speedrun push? I mean, like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but like my biggest concern is as soon as POGFish realizes they're just bum rushing the bomb again, it's gonna crumble. It's gonna crumble. And I think my OBS just died again, which is really Pog. Oh, it did. God. We just started this round too, which is even more annoying. Oh, no, we're live. Oh, awesome. We're still alive. Okay. You love to see it. I don't know why it decided that it wanted to try and kill itself there for a couple seconds, but welcome to my life, I guess. The timer stopped. I'm a bit worried. Okay, I'm going to stop the timer just so I can reset the